driven by the sustained recovery in tourism and gradual stability in supply and value chains. Tanzania's economy is growing steadily, which is also due to the government's efforts to further improve its business environment. Tanzania isn't relaxed at all. This East African country is adding to its economic growth and development with a number of mega projects it's putting in place in order to be increasingly active not only in East Africa, but Africa as a whole. In this video, looking at a number of mega projects Tanzania is coming up with from 2024 through 2025 and on, is the main focus. Kidunda Dam Project. With Dar es Salaam Water and Sewerage Authority, or simply DAWASA plan of spending over 425.9 billion Tanzanian shillings in the 2023-24 financial year for execution of 7 water projects. The construction of the long-awaited Kidunda Dam in Morogoro is one of these projects, being an immediate solution towards stabilizing water flows in the Ruvu River, the major water source for Dar es Salaam and coast regions, accounting for over 90% of the entire volume of water produced for the commercial city. The dam, with a storage capacity of 190 million square meters, is expected to cost 346 billion Tanzania shillings after successful completion. The project will also include the construction of a 75-kilometer tarmac road and a bridge which will facilitate movements of people surrounding the area, and an electricity generation plant of 20 megawatts, which is to be connected to the national grid. The project is expected to take 36 months, and the reserve could sustain the availability of water for 3 years, in case of any drought presence. Samia Suluhu Hassan Stadium Project. Being under construction in the city of Arusha, Tanzania. This stadium, being named under the President of Tanzania, is intended to be used during the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations tournament, which is to be jointly hosted by Tanzania, Uganda and Kenya. With the contractor of the project being China Railway Construction Engineering Group, the stadium is to have a capacity of 30,000 seats and will be located in Almonte Ward in the region. The stadium is to sit on approximately 36.9 acres of land under the ownership of the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Sports. The stadium is also expected to facilitate activities such as athletics and trade shows, which in turn will attract visitors. Hence, tourism in the East African region will be boosted. At a cost of over 286 billion Tanzanian shillings and above, the stadium's construction is expected to be complete come 2026. Kenya-Tanzania Road Project. This Bagamoyo, Tunga, Horohoro Lunga Lunga, Molindi Road project that is under construction is being financed by the African Development Bank, African Development Fund, European Union and Government of Kenya. The development of this road corridor is being undertaken in phases due to the size of the road, which is 454 km. Phase 1 of the project comprises of 120.8 kilometers Mukanj, Tunguma, Pangani Road section in Tanzania, and 54-kilometer Mombasa, Mtwapa, Kilifi Road section in Kenya. The project is to boost regional integration through reduction in transit times, enhanced trade and cross-border movement of people, opening up of access to touristic attractions, including beaches and the Sudani National Park, providing a direct link between the ports of Dar es Salaam, Tanga, and Mombasa. The project will also reduce congestion, which has been blamed for causing significant tailback into the port of Mombasa. Pemba Airport expansion and upgrade project. With an aim of expanding and upgrading an existing airport approximately 3 kilometers to the southeast of the city of Chake on Pemba Island in the Zanzibar archipelago, Tanzania, includes expansion and widening of the runway, taxiway loops, an expanded apron, terminal facilities, new access roads and general utilities. The project aim is to improve mobility and connectivity to and from the island, stimulating employment, construction and operations, boosting tourism potential, facilitating exports and drive economic development. The Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, SMZ, and UK Export Financing, signed a $428 million agreement to expand this airport, including construction of several road networks in Unguja and Pemba. Pemba Airport, which serves only 45,000 passengers per year, despite the fact that the island receives around 110,000 visitors per year, will be able to handle 750,000 passengers per year after completion. The airport construction will greatly increase the number of tourists visiting Pemba Island after it is finished at the end of 2026. Muhimbili National Hospital Project. Muhimbili National Hospital is set to undergo major infrastructure facelift by demolishing the current structures, replacing them with new ones. With support from Exim Bank, the project is expected to cost around 600 billion Tanzanian shillings. When the hospital starts offering the service, it will use its local specialists and others who are experienced in the area so that they can train local doctors. Refinery at Kabanga Nickel Project. This multi-metal processing facility will enable the Modern Metals Company to refine nickel, copper, and cobalt from the Tanzania Nickel Project. With a license to Livezone Metals for the Kahama multi-metal processing facility, the facility will include refining metals from the company's Kabanga Nickel Project located in northwest Tanzania. Located about 340 km southwest of the Kabanga project, the Kahama Refinery is within the Special Economic Zone, offering certain tax and other economic benefits for the nickel project. The application of hydromic technology will allow the Kabanga Nickel Project and the Kahama Refinery to produce finished metals in country. The project is expected to reduce capital and operating costs along with the costs associated with the transport of concentrate or other intermediate products. Jangwani Bridge Project. The project involves the demolition of existing structures, earthworks, concrete works, bridge works, foundation piling and pile caps construction, dredging works, construction of embankments, road works and ancillary works. The current bridge was built 10 years ago with a width of 45 meters to meet the needs of that time. But now the goal is to build a 390-meter bridge to prevent such problems from occurring again. With an aim of finally putting an end to chronic floods in the area, the project is expected to last for 36 months, including a 3-month mobilization period with funding from World Bank.